What's good, everybody? This is Y and Z conversation between the generations, Generation Y and Generation Z. I represent those millennials, aka the Y's. Jay Clark. I got the young whippersnapper over
Yes,
to
sir. Yes, sir.
SI. Xavier Lewis, Gen Z. How are you, my brother?
Man, I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling amazing. I don't know where this year is going. It's about to be July. It just doesn't feel real. All I'm waiting on is Christmas music to start back playing.
First of all, stop.
Christmas music is right there. We can start playing it July
No, no,
1st
no,
if it matters to me.
stop, because I got pissed off over the weekend because my wife drugged me into a Hobby Lobby. And why did the Hobby Lobby already have Christmas stuff? I like
Bro, Hobby Lobby is 5 steps ahead.
that's too damn many. I don't
It's
mind you.
not.
I don't mind you being a season ahead. Like, but this whole I'm seeing Christmas stuff in stores earlier and earlier and like, oh my, like it used to be bad when you were seeing it around Halloween. Now it's freaking Juneteenth just happened. Juneteenth, the slaves was just free, and
Christmas
we
is a
seeing the trees in the store.
year-round holiday.
No, stop. Because I'm also dealing with my son who, for some reason, already has Christmas in his mind and has been hazing me and making me practice the 12 days of Christmas because he's learning the song because he wants to be ready to perform it this Christmas season, apparently. And so it's
You
June.
better stay with
It's
him and
June.
teach him
It's
that song.
June. It's June.
He gonna know that song about Thanksgiving.
He already knows it now. And so, like I said, now it's like this month has been him learning it. And so now it's, oh, daddy, okay, let's practice. We got to have this down for Christmas. I'm going to be like, dude, it's
He
June.
wanted a whole production, bro. Whole production.
Anywho, what we do here is a conversation between the generations about life across a variety of subjects, topics, whatever may come across our desks or our minds. Like, share, subscribe, tune in. You got something you want us to hit, holler at us. But let's go ahead and get into it. It's too late to talk about Kendrick, but we have to talk about Kendrick because over the weekend he filmed the video. Like, so that it brings it all back up again. Has
Back up again, bro.
have y'all ever been this have y'all ever seen a music video, or no? Let me phrase it this way. Have y'all ever been in an environment anticipating a music video? Y'all don't know that word. Where it's like, oh, y'all don't know that word.
We don't. We don't. Kendrick is at a concert. He performs not like us 5 times in a row.
That was a public funeral.
Five
That was a public
times.
funeral. I haven't seen a funeral that big since Michael Jackson's.
When I say, and not only is it just that he performed it 5 times, the people were lit every time. It was like the energy was not going down.
We haven't really seen a public diss song performance like that since Jay-Z at Summer Jam.
Bruh, it's crazy. It
Like,
is literally the song of the summer.
and that doesn't happen. Like these kind of things are usually like, even if they cross mainstream, they don't they don't enjoy the mainstream success that Kendrick is having with this beef right now, and not like us. Like these things are kind of usually like, we're not hearing it played on the radio. You're not hearing it
Right.
everywhere.
Like,
You know it, or you see people talk about it, they talk about it, but you're not hearing it. Like literally, I watched the Fever and the Sky game. The game ended. What was playing in the arena? Not like us.
I'm telling you, it's crazy because I don't know. Maybe I just haven't done my research enough. But has a diss track ever been the song of the summer before?
Like I said, these things don't cross into the mainstream in terms of being enjoyed, the actual thing itself. Like
Right.
the concept of the beef, the knowledge of the beef, the issues of the beef generally have crossed into the mainstream. We may be aware of the song, but like I said, you're not hearing that song being played on radio like that. This song
Bruh.
is a number one smash out there. And the fact that it is brutal. Like it's not just like it's a diss song. No, the man literally calls you out your name and literally calls
Bruh.
you a
People,
pedophile.
that's what I'm saying.
And
I
this is
pulled up the lyrics right here. I got the lyrics right here because I said, let's just see what we're really vibing to. This, but it's crazy. Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. You got people packed out stadiums singing this word for word, bar for bar. And it's the song of the summer.
that show was not all black people. That show was
You see what I'm saying?
very integrated. Very integrated.
Do you see what I'm saying? It is so crazy. There are people around the United States, the world, honestly, in some places.
That was a worldwide broadcast.
OVO.
OB ho, OB ho, OB
They
ho.
are eating it up. They are eating it up so bad. And I don't think Drake can. I think this still worked more in Kendrick's favor in the mindset of
Not done.
it's
Like
never
the beef is over. This battle is over. Kendrick won. But the problem
right.
is this song isn't going anywhere. As we said, he filmed the music video over the weekend. So we'll probably get that in about 2, 3 weeks. So that the music video, so the song is blasting right now. The music video is going to keep that going. And then what are we going to head into? College football season. We already know these marching bands
It's
have
at
been
the tailgates, bro. It's
have
at
been
the tailgates, the
tailgates.
bands.
It's going to be the band performing at the had to like we've seen the practice footage already. So these things are being built in now. They are practicing this now. So this song is not going away easily until
For the rest
Halloween.
of the year. Right.
Which and it's hilarious because I've seen your generation complain about that online. There were people online this weekend talking about, I'm so tired of this song. Like, can we get over it already? Which is hilarious because for us, those who grew up in the before times, as y'all like to call it, your hits were sticking around.
Right.
Like,
Hits stuck around real bad.
you've seen two of them over the past, like really, Pharrell's Happy. That was one that
Oh,
stuck around.
Jesus.
And then
Good Lord. Talk about an
unfortunately,
earworm.
unfortunately, Old Town Road, Little Nas X, that stuck around forever too. And there's a couple other songs kind of close, but realistically, y'all don't really have a mass of songs that are like, yes, this song stuck around. And it's funny seeing y'all get sick of it already because it's like this is how it's supposed to be. A hit is
Yeah,
supposed
but
to
that's
hit.
that's just a illusion, I guess,
What,
to how we are. We be like, okay, we done with it. Move on to the next.
but y'all want that so bad too.
But Kendrick is just kind of like, nah, we ain't done. Because the people ain't done in mass. The people are not done with it
It's
in
it's
mass.
it's a song of the summer. Y'all have legit not had a song of the summer. I guess the first song of the summer since Corona, easily.
There's always a song of the summer every year.
There's a song of the summer every year, but y'all are used to that. We have to call something the song of the summer because we're in summer.
Right, right. This is
Bef-
probably a true
Before
song of
that,
the summer.
it used to be you had a song of the summer, and it wasn't just because we picked it. No, this song was everywhere. So
Right,
that old
right,
school feeling here. You can't escape this. It's everywhere.
right, right. It wasn't honestly, and it wasn't even like you said, it wasn't like we just dubbed it the song of the summer. It's productivity, it's performance levels is what's
Has to
making
live
it the
up
song
to
of the summer.
standards, qualifications, things that y'all don't like in y'all lives.
Yeah, yeah, I see what you're saying. That's what makes it the song of the summer.
Because it actually lives up to
And
something. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then you got Kendrick, and he's always saying these things about Drake.
Well,
And I saw something
before,
interesting.
wait, before you go there, real quick, before you go there, because I know where you're going. Before you go there, I just want to say this. Not like us comes off as a shock because he's saying it strongly. Listening back to the other tracks, he's been saying the same thing over and over again. Like
That's the
we
crazy thing
and we
about
caught it, but he's been
that's the
saying
that's the real crazy thing about Kendrick. Kendrick's like, I mean, with this song, it was just very, I can do what you do and make it sound better.
no, not do what you do. Literally, it's interesting. Picture this. Picture these his B songs like a trilogy. Let's take Star Wars for example. You watch A New Hope, which is episode 4, differently after seeing Return of the Jedi because you see things connected. You see, okay, listening to like Euphoria and Meet the Grams and stuff like that after having heard Not Like Us, it's like you hear the references. Like he's been making pedophile references for a minute.
This whole time.
So it's just interesting. But yeah, I just had to say that before you got whichever particular thing you gonna pick up on. I just had to throw that out because I was like, oh snap, I've missed some of these lines Because I'm not going to sit here
Yeah,
and dissect it like crazy. But it's like, oh, yep, yeah.
it's a diss song.
It's a
Like you said, it's a trilogy
trilogy
of
of
this
disrespect.
song. Like
Trilogy.
he wrote it out. It's a whole storyline. But talking about Drake and Kendrick and all that kind of stuff. I seen someone talking recently about Sexy Red. And basically kind of saying that, Sexy Red, there is a place for her in the industry, because black women are not monumental. They're all different shapes, forms, styles, genres, or however you want to say it, of black women.
Mm-hmm.
And Sexy Red does represent a portion of those black women. Everybody got a Sexy Red in their family.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got that cousin that's just like Sexy Red before Sexy Red was even around.
Mm-hmm.
But the post was just basically saying that it's kind of like Sexy Red she's seeming more like an industry plant now because it's almost like she's losing how authentic she is. And the biggest part of what they were saying is talking about the company she keeps now, like, like Drake and his
Baby.
associates and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we're going to be honest, let's be honest. Drake, his whole life has been the greatest acting career.
Yeah.
The guy's a great actor because I feel like, he made those songs and talked about this rough style of life
We
or
don't know
whatever.
who
And I'm
Drake
just
is.
like,
Let's put it this way. We don't know who Drake. No, we know who Drake is. We don't know who Aubrey is.
right, right.
We know who
Drake is
Drake
the
is.
greatest character he's played.
Yes.
That's real. That's real.
And
And
likewise,
so,
we know what character Sexy Red is. We don't know. I don't know what her real name is. Insert name.
right,
We
right,
don't know who that really is. And I think it's interesting because in this scene, y'all clamor for authenticity a lot, but there's always a battle between, okay, I've gotten here. This is what got me here. But now how do I stay here?
right. Like, if I keep being my authentic self, is it going to keep me here or do I have to kind of make a character out of pieces of the authenticity? Right,
Do I have to lean into what got me here? Or
right,
or could simply be, yeah, that was sexy. I'm not putting any specific dates on this.
right,
That was Sexy Red 5 years ago. This is what got you here. That doesn't necessarily mean she's the same Sexy Red today or will be the
right,
same Sexy Red tomorrow. But that also doesn't mean, as an audience, we'd be willing to accept the Sexy Red of tomorrow or even today when we're more familiar and comfortable and want or know the hit as the Sexy Red of 5 years ago. But it's an interesting dynamic. But the fact that she's friends with Drake and those two things come together really leans into that. Okay, yeah, this could just be a character, and also, you,
right. I think it's very interesting to see the whole dynamic of it, right? It's not by surprise, it's not by shock. Well, I mean, no, honestly, it did kind of shock me. Six Red and Drake linking up, that was a pretty big shock to me.
I mean, y'all, the popular like to run in the same circles, and
True.
I think that's the that's one of the differences that you guys have that us older ones don't. Is I don't we don't assume this or need this to be who you are as an artist is actually who you are as a person. Like we are
Right.
used to that disassociation versus y'all because y'all can keep up with them so much. Y'all know
It has
more
to be
about
one
real
and the
people.
same.
It's one and the same.
Right. That's a very, I mean, and then of course that's an allusion to the reality TV culture and wanting to really look into every facet of a person's life. And they are literally on a stage all the time.
Yep.
Back in the day, they was only on the stage when they was on the stage.
And then they was
And
gone.
people knew how to treat them like regular people off of the stage.
I wouldn't go that far, but there wasn't
It was a certain respect to it.
the ability to keep up with them and keep in touch with them. You didn't
It
have
was
that
limited.
power.
Right.
It was only when I'm choosing to release a project or I'm going on this tour or I'm going this interview and having this like so it was very much so a more curated experiences versus now where it's just simply, oh, it's I can go find out what Sexy Red doing right now because I'm sure she's posted about it on her TikTok or whatever it may be. And or I know at some point she gonna post today and I'm gonna be like, okay, oh, Sexy Red F
Right.
ooh.
And
Like whatever it may be.
and not even that, it doesn't have to even be her. It could be somebody in her circle.
Right.
Like all of that plays a big part into it. Like, imagine back in the day, all you really, not saying that all you had to deal with was like stuff like that, but all you had to really deal was like fan mail, the people writing letters and all this kind of stuff. Or, you might get a stalker or two here or there if you're really, really famous or whatever. But nowadays, all it takes is a simple Instagram search.
Was
And
very
they got your location. They know where you at. They know where you're gonna be. They know where you staying at. Simple as that.
y'all are too
Simple as
close.
that.
Y'all are too close.
Yeah.
It's Y and Z conversation between the generations, closing out Black Music Month because it's been quite a Black Music Month.
Very.
Um,
It's been, yeah.
can we talk about another female singer or another female artist of your generation?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Chloe Bailey has gone the scissor route. Not in a physical sense. Nothing like she's still natural from what we believe in what she posts online because she surely throws that thing out there. But she's gone the scissor route in the whole I'm only considered R&B because I'm black. What is with your generation? I mean, well, technically, I think SZA is my generation, but what is with the artists of your generation and pointing out the obvious?
I mean, I guess because it's not obvious to some. And I think the people that statement is not obvious to are the people that aren't our skin color. I don't think that's obvious to white people that just because they're a black person doesn't mean they just make R&B music. I think that's obvious to us. I know when I want to hear some R&B, I know who to cut on. I know when I want to hear like a black person kind of doing pop, I know who to turn on.
But she
But
makes
can that
R&B music.
Now Chloe does make heavy R&B music. I will say that a few of her songs are more on the pop side, but for the most part, she makes R&B music.
Here's the problem:
That's
make good music. Because let's be honest, you're saying this because your debut solo project was a flop, and you're about to release your sophomore. Just make good music.
I
Simple
really
as,
wish.
simple as that.
I think that is like artists that are currently in the mix or where, in the loop of still making new music and all that kind of stuff. I think is exactly what you said. They want so hard to be put into the correct space because they think success is going to be in that space greater than it is now. When the true thing is, if you just put out quality, true great music, no matter what space is in, it'll achieve what it needs to achieve.
That's the thing. Like, as we all know, the genres are racist marketing ploys. Great.
Correct.
We
know
know
that.
that. Okay. But as a consumer also, especially in this world, like we can't just get rid of them. But also as a consumer, you need that now because there's too much damn stuff out there. Simply like there's too much damn stuff out there.
You
You
need to
need
be able to differentiate.
just to simply try and find some stuff that I might be interested in.
Right.
And then three, part of it is once again, make the music good. We'll put you where you need to be put, or it'll get where you need to put it. Do you think anybody? No, or here, let's go to the top. You think Michael Jackson was like, these are rock songs, or I'm
Mike
not an R&B.
just
No, he just made
made
banging music.
music.
He just made banging music. His sister Janet, Black Cat. Do you think she was like, oh, I'm not no R&B artist? No, she just made a banging ass rock track. Like black artists have always played in different spaces. You make
Always.
the music good,
And it'll do what it needs
and
to
it'll
do
do what it
in
needs to
said
do.
space.
You out here complaining and not making good music, and that's on top of doing everything else you're doing. How about like
We
let's
need to put that. We need the trademark. You out here complaining, but you ain't making good music.
and then and then and because here's the problem. Here's why I'm also frustrated, and it's with this era. It's not specific with Chloe. Chloe just happens right now to be the example. You're doing too damn much.
Bro.
Like the phrase singer slash rapper turned actor doesn't exist anymore because y'all are doing everything.
Nah, it ain't. It's all at once.
Right. You out here, Chloe, as an because she's about to have another movie come out. She's about to be in some horror movie. So you doing the movies, you're doing the TV shows, you're doing the commercials, you're doing 50 million different things, which is I'm glad people have that freedom. Don't misunderstand me there. But the problem is you haven't exactly honed in on
And
one.
that's And that's a big thing about my generation in whole and in mass. I think we are very big on what is it? Jack of all trades, but master of
Master of
none.
none. You got access to it to do whatever you want. Great. That is a great place to be. But that
But take the
doesn't mean
time to master them.
you can't do everything. And I know that's a big contention in this world is I can do whatever I want to do, ever I put my mind to. The
I
sky
mean, and don't get me wrong, you can, but
can,
you ain't
but
about
you
to do
can't.
all of them well.
You're right. There is a limit. We only got 24
You
hours a day. It like once
it'll
it
be evident and obvious that one of those areas are about to lack
the
real bad.
product you will put out somewhere won't meet standard. And right now, the music she putting out
It's what's lacking.
is what's lacking. And that ain't
Michael
because
Jordan is
it's not my ears. This performance.
like, let's look at Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, great basketball player. Michael's like, let me go on over here and play baseball.
It didn't work. Didn't work. And came right back to basketball.
Right back.
Like
Because he realized that he had mastered something. Let me stay with what I mastered.
what makes folks like Will Smith, Queen Latifah, Ice-T, Ice Cube special.
They mastered them.
LL Cool J.
They mastered them.
Not even mastered. It's they were successful in one area and then shifted to another and did it well. But once again, as you see, I counted on one hand who those people were from an era.
Right.
It's there's a lot of folk in this era now who are trying to do 50-11 things. And it's not paying off in the same way. Like
No.
it takes it if you really want me to believe, like take Normani for an example. Her album came out the other week and is a complete flop. And being sold on and granted, her journey has not been easy. It's been a struggle. We understand. But it was being sold and marketed as, oh yeah, all this time and journey and struggle is really what went into this album is gonna make it personal and authentic and really stand out. And it was like, listening to that was like, okay, this ain't not dear damn one of those things. It is so forgettable. It is so bland and just okay.
I think I want people to understand. And I was having this conversation with one of my coworkers the other day. Personal is not always good.
Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
Sometimes you need to disassociate your personal from whatever you're creating. It's the concept of apologetics. The painter is not the painting. And when the painter is describing said painting, it doesn't always have to be, oh, I made this painting because I was going through such a depressed season. No, it doesn't always have to be that.
Go one step further back. The painter is not making the paint.
Right. That's
The
good.
The painter is simply using the paint to produce another masterful work. With a lot of the artists today, or even in some way, shape, or form, I'm producing this as well. I'm creating the beats. We see it on your lives. Y'all put it out there. Y'all are heavily invested. Some of y'all don't need to be. And it's not because you're bad. It's not because it's the bad thing. It's because I think some areas you can put more focus in.
Right. And this is what I was talking about when we talked about, what was that, last week or the week before last, about community. You're trying to do everything by yourself when there is somebody else that could probably do that specific area a little bit better. And that way the finished product can come off more well-rounded. It isn't just 100% you into it. And now you're in your feelings and you're salty because don't nobody like your personal project. It's not that good because it lacks in areas where it shouldn't.
One-on-one basketball can be played and enjoyed. But the real game is a 5-on-5 team. And as much impact as one player on the court can have on that game, you still need the other 9. Or at least on the team side, you still need the other 4
Right.
to do their role. LeBron James ain't out here scoring 100 points a night and winning every game. No. Even Michael Jordan wasn't scoring 100 points a night and winning every game. No, you still needed your Pippins, your Rodmans. You still need your role players and your supporters to make it.
You still need your Wade and your Bosh.
Right. You need your support to get you to where you need to be and to make something special. And like I said, going back to Chloe, I want success for her. The girl's got a beautiful voice. She's talented.
Beautiful.
We know this.
She's a great actor too. She does that well. She
I,
dominates it.
I am waiting for the day I get a Chloe Bailey song that just makes me go.
It just blows you away. Because and I'll say this, because her Hallie.
What her and her sister have done is solid. She is yet to do anything.
No. I'm talking about Hallie as a solo artist.
Uh,
Angels by Hallie.
hmm.
Oh, it's at least a solid 6.5. It's at least a solid 6.5.
I give you that. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my God, the song is just it's really because it highlights her voice. It doesn't do too much. It's very theatrical, it's very dramatic style song, but it highlights her voice. Then her getting the Little Mermaid role. You know, I didn't know what to say about that one either, but I mean, it still some part did what it needed to do.
I'll give you that for that song. But yeah, I need folks to fall back a little today.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Because I really think if you can take some time and lock in on something, like make something good. Like make something good. And unfortunately, this scene isn't trying to support that or give time. But really, when you make something good that's impactful, as we've seen taking it back to the top, not like us, like that ish will it'll take off. If it's good.
Side note. I'm sorry. My mind just went here. Did you listen to The Boy Is Mine by Ariana Grande yet? I haven't listened to it either, but
I did.
I haven't listened to it either. But watch this. I saw a post that Monica made about Brandy. Monica was like, her and Brandy had not had the best relationship for like the last 10, 15 years or something like that.
We've known that. That's no secret.
But she said she was thanking Ariana Grande for helping bring her and Brandy back close together with that project. Because she was like, yeah, Brandy has kind of been here for me for the last couple of weeks. And when something happened with Monica's child or something, the first person she called to talk about it with was Brandy. And she was just really thanking Ariana Grande for mending their relationship by doing this project. And I just wanted to say that's one up for my generation.
The fact that that story is the biggest thing about this song is the problem with your generation.
No. Who cares about the song?
No. That's the problem. You haven't even listened to the song. I've listened to the song. It's not great, but I'm not gonna say it's terrible either. But it's a great marketing story point, like executed well. Good job. The song itself, But that's the problem with y'all. Y'all were looking for anything to make this thing noteworthy, and will literally cling on to anything but the actual product that's supposed to be put out itself.
We're not worried about the product,
and that's the problem. Let's huge step back. Let's look at this circle. We want great generation or era defining music. Okay, Kendrick drops Not Like Us in the middle of it to end off one of the greatest rap beats we've ever seen, giving you a song that's about to last for a good solid 3/4 of the year. Your generation, oh my God, I'm tired of this song. Can we get over it already? Can he let it go? He's hanging up. Y'all say y'all want this,
not the
and you don't want it. And then they're quick to be like, y'all always hype y'all stuff up because we was getting this kind of effort and quality all the damn time. And when y'all get it, y'all still don't appreciate it.
That's real. That's real.
That's all you got to say about it?
Yeah, that's real.
What the hell is wrong with that?
It's not all of my generation. I'll just say that first. It is some of them.
It's the majority.
Blah. As stated, we ain't worried about that song. We worried about Monica and Brandy. We ain't worried about that song. We didn't ask for a remake. We like the original.
It's Y&Z conversation between the generations. Jay Clark here. That's the Z. Xavier and Lewis. We got a couple minutes left. Actually, no. I'm tired of you. We're going to do that.
You know what my recommendation is? The Boy Is Mine.
Like, share, subscribe. Jay Clark 787, the real Xavier and Lewis. We're going to take a break during July. So just to recharge. Vacation.
Yeah.
Time, birthday time. You know, we ain't cancel season right now, but Leo is right around the corner. Amen. Hallelujah. We'll catch you later. Peace out.
Peace out, y'all.